Well, it's a big week of weather, exciting weather at that, through the course of particularly later in the week. Thanks for clicking on to both the US and Euro edition of the video for today. It is Monday, the 4th of December, and we do have a major blast of Arctic air coming down into the lower 48. Very mild air indeed, surging ahead of the Arctic front. And what we're going to see is a big temperature crash coming up. Highs today could be in the upper 50s for Minneapolis. We could be talking about low 20s for highs 24 hours later for tomorrow. And we are going to be talking about the first single digit lows for Minneapolis and potentially Chicago as well through the course of this week. So looking at the ECMW AF5 for the millibar heights, and you can see here that we do have a surge of mild air. This area of low pressure right here is going to open the floodgates to Arctic air. So you can see here as it moves northeast, we've got another feature here. Very chilly air coming into the Pacific Northwest. So wind, rain, and snow here as per usual. And as you can see here, as we get this dip in the jet here to the west, we lift the southerly winds here, squeezing the isobars, indicate some pretty strong southerly winds. That is going to jack the temperature up towards the 60-degree mark in Minneapolis. But behind this frontal system, we've got pure Arctic air that will come crashing down. Look at the depth of low pressure. Within 24 hours, it goes from 996 to 986. So we're dropping 10 millibars. The area of low pressure consolidates significantly, so it becomes a very big wind field, and a strong wind field at that. We could be talking about blizzard conditions across the Dakotas, possibly Minnesota as well. And then from Minneapolis, we go from near 60 today to down towards the teens through the course of tonight. That frontal system pushes through, and then we open up the Arctic door, so to speak. That Arctic air will continue to press south and southeast here, building heights across the western half of the country. That really locks in the pattern as we go towards the middle part of the month. High pressure, ridging to the west, low pressure, and of course, troughiness to the east. And it looks as if this pattern will hold ground quite substantially, I think, and we're going to see another wave of bitterly cold air, potentially even colder air, in fact, by the time we reach the early portion of next week. Look at this here. A 987 millibar low sitting on the upper Maine coast, and we've got some tremendously cold air coming in off Canada from Hudson Bay straight into the northeastern half of the country. As for the European side of things, well, we're going to pretty much mirror what we're going to see over the North American side of the Atlantic here. So let's have a quick look. If the computer will play gate ball with me. Excuse me. We're going to try and get back over to Europe now and see what the model is saying. Mild through the course of the majority of this week. In fact, many people will be saying, where's the cold air? Because by the time we even reach the middle part of the week, we're going to be wet and windy. But that is going to be the system, that area of low pressure that pushes through. Ahead of it, like we're seeing over North America, we get a surge of mild air. We could be talking about double-digit temperatures, maybe even low teens as far north as Scotland through tomorrow, through Tuesday. But then by the time we reach Friday, we could be talking about temperatures struggling to get much above the freezing mark here. So just bear with me for a wee second here and see if I can do this okay. So this is back to today. So we've got an area of high pressure to the southwest of the UK, keeping things relatively settled, relatively mild. And then as we push through, you can see here how this area of high pressure continues to build in during the day. Tomorrow, then as you see here, an area of low pressure is coming across the northern tier of the UK between Iceland and Scotland, and we've got that frontal boundary, that Arctic boundary that separates subtropical air with Arctic air. And as we go through the day on Thursday, that is when we're going to see things. Could be starting off the day, early hours of the morning, Thursday morning, potentially 10 or 11 degrees. But by the time we reach the afternoon on Thursday, we could be talking about temperatures down to 3, 4, 5 degrees. So we're going to see a frontal system pushing through likely during the day on Thursday. And then on Friday, we have got a blast of Arctic air, just like we're seeing in North America. And the reason why is we're seeing that region, that mild air, getting lifted up over the North Atlantic into Greenland, and then down comes the Arctic air on both sides of the Atlantic here. So it's a very interesting pattern. Don't ask me about snow just yet. I will try to look into the finer details, but I'm just talking about the overall pattern, what we're looking at through the course of this week, both in North America as well as Europe here. But an exciting weather pattern nonetheless as we go towards the end of this working week. And it looks as if we have another system comes through, then another wave of Arctic air comes in, and this is an exciting weather pattern, folks. There's no question about that. Plenty of low pressure, plenty of cold air. That means we could get plenty of snow. Where? That remains to be seen. Hope you have a great Monday. Bye for now.